Substituição em andamento.
And we're underway again. And this is Pele. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And he welcomes it in. That's been cut out, well played. Zanetti. Now it's Cruyff. Rice. Well read, nice interception. Nice looking ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Saliba. And it's Rice. Pele. Now, can they get it? Takes a shot! It's in! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Teremos uma substituição.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. So is this the start of a comeback? And the pass is intercepted. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rice. Messi is onto this. Just the keeper to beat! Shot a goal! It's bounced back off the post. Well read, and the danger is averted. Cruyff. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to...
And the shot! It's fallen kindly here. He has done it! And they are cruising away. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Now it's Pelé. He's got away. There's the shot! In for the pieces! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Drogba, played out towards the right wing. The ball has bounced loose now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Pelé. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Botafogo leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. And it's Cruyff. He has found the way through. So nearly the perfect ball. Danger averted for now. Thuram cuts out the pass. Hullet. Pirlo gets a foot in here. Lobbed in behind. No luck with that dink over the top. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Puskas, and it's been played through. Pelé. Oh, shooting chance! He's scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Distributed tidily. And the shot's on here. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
En el marcador se puede ver información sobre las líneas de autobuses que cuentan con...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
Ibrahimovic. Mateus. That's Vieira. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that was nowhere near his best. Pass somewhat off target. Maldini. And back to the keeper they go. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, easy pickings there. Bellingham. And it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Mateus. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That is ended up in no man's land. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Not the most accurate pass. And back to the goalkeeper. And he's been shifted off it. Zanetti. Referee's given a throw.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And here's Cruyff. He's got away. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Botafogo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared away. Takes a shot. Now, who's going to be first to this? Zanetti.
Oh, super ball.
Big chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Botafogo have their second corner now. Pirlo goes short, flashes it across. Mateus clears it away. Tries from a long way out. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
That has not gone well. Roberto Carlos. Really fierce, close defending. Mateus. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he cuts out the supply. Mateus. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. And that's really well manoeuvred. Bellingham going about things with real menace. "15 minutes till half-time. Thuram.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Cruyff. Well, that is one way to stop him. Ibrahimovic. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
And it's Cruyff. Vieira. Oh, Red, nice interception. Probing pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Vieira. Platini. Beckenbauer with the slide tackle there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Maldini. And he's intervened well there. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham puts his foot on the gas. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Platini. Pirlo. A true great in every sense of the word. Platini. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Here we go again.
Botafogo have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Thuram cuts out the pass.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Seedorf. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Roberto Carlos. And it's Bellingham. And it's Roberto Carlos. Vieira. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Platini. Mateus. Great vision. Now it's Platini. Koeman makes the interception. Distributed tidily. Olise. He's found a way through. Olise stood his ground strongly. Cleared away.
Such good technique.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Cruyff is in a really good position out wide. And that has been knocked clear. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. And he's had a hit. Mateus.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Chips it through. This looks promising. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. He can get that clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Pele. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Michel Platini. Well read, and the danger is averted. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Cruyff. Pirlo. Roberto Carlos. Vieira calmly anticipates. Mateus. He's in plenty of space here. Seedorf gets into a good position. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And he's heaved it away. Now that's well seen too. Zanetti. Now it's Pele. Tries to play it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. Shoots! It's hit the upright. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Botafogo presented with a golden opportunity here. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. 1-0, never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Botafogo have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this. Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Ambitious ball here. Real chance here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got a... Mateus! And that could have brought them level.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Corner number 2 then. Cristiano Ronaldo! He has done it! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Brilliantly cut out.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Platini. Now Seedorf. That's beautifully weighted. Koeman. Nice looking ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Seedorf. Played into space. That has not gone well. Beckenbauer. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo
What are your thoughts? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Oh, what a mistake! Has a look and plays it forward. Koeman gets across to intercept that. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Threads one in. Rijkaard with the clearance. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there. Shapes to shoot! Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Mbappe. And the finish! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! He's got himself an absolute peach. He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Botafogo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. It's a sharp little ball here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Pelé. And the shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And that has left him in a heap. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Oh, facing up, struck first time.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. Searching pass he's played there. That's beautifully weighted. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a cute ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Botafogo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is as far as they're going to go. Davids. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Puskos. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Beckenbauer has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pullet. He can get that clear. And here's Mbappe. And he's chosen to go back. So much time and space here. Tries to get it clear. And it's Vieira. Pelé. Puskos. That's been slipped through. He's picked his way through. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Chiellini.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's a little off target. Nedved. Tries to pass it through.
There will be
Roberto
1 minute
Carlos.
added time.
Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved. Oh, nicely intercepted. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Volunteers for each block, please
So your views
report
on the
to
first
staff
half?
room
Well,
immediately.
I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Yeah, it's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Now it's Cruyff. Great vision. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Vieira. And he was quick to react. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rummenigge goes steaming forward. Nicked it back promptly. Now this could be a chance. Cleared without complication. Nice bit of trickery. Might be danger here. Roberto Carlos looking for the run. Nedved kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, he's been caught. It's Pelé! Oh, how good is he? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the comeback is complete. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Botafogo take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Zanetti can get it clear.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Puskás. Keeper's dealt with that. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Great ball if he can get there. He's got away. And the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Pelé unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Botafogo needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They get a throw in. And it's been given away. Good ball, good take. Pirlo just looking wide. Gullit. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pinches it off him, and here's Mbappe. Oh, that's superb. And the shot's on here.
That's just playing it safe and simple. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's Hullet. And that was very necessary. Passing is crisp and sharp.
There will be one more added
It's
time.
loose now and they want to get it back. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Tries a shot! They've done it! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it was... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
While he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Pelé. Pelé driving forwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's gone looking for safety. Threads one in. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And it's Vitinha. Beckham. That's a throw. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Some really good ball movement.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Mbappe. Now it's Iwobi. Mbappe. There's the shot! And he's done it! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. That has not gone well. Bellingham. Just about within shooting range.
Botafogo are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Little pass back, played out to the right. Back into the middle. Vitinha, played out wide. Played back in.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Cruyff. Pelé. That's been slipped through. Puskas, and a chance! And he hits the net. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's an imaginative pass. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's a throw-in. Mbappe. Beckham. And he's worked it through. Khan drops his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Botafogo couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And he's intervened well there. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Mbappe, who does have an assist to his name. Pelé. And here comes the corner. Botafogo with the corner. They're first. And that should get the job done. And it's Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. In with the challenge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Vitinha. Iwobi. Tries to pass it through. Koeman. Zanetti. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Botafogo have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually...
He shoots! It's there! And they get themselves in front!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. That is some save from Khan! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Pirlo to take it as usual. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. In towards the back stick. Good read, needed to be. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Rijkaard cuts it out. And he's played it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
And that's played in low. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Deep cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Corner number 4 coming up here. He's tried one! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Bellingham. Cruyff. Tries a deft little ball. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Iwobi. Here's Petinia. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Beckham. Now it's Beckham. Good effort from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Pirlo, the man we've all come to watch. A searching ball out wide. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Khan claims it without any fuss. Iwobi. And it's Tonali. Beckham. Opts for safety. Looking for options for movement. Iwobi. And he thumps it clear. Great defending, strong and determined. And he can clear it away. That's Beckham. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Beckham. Now there's a fine ball. Cross needs to be good.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're quick to get it back. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicked it back promptly. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. All hands on deck for this one. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Pirlo. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. And it's Roberto Carlos. No way through. Davids getting this one clear. Beckenbauer. And that will be it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result in my opinion.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Nice looking ball. He's in space and looking for options. Zanetti just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Inzaghi. Neymar. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Henderson. Another pass, just keeps it to shoots! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To open the scoring. Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Puskás. And that's aimed in. Big header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Pirlo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Pelé.
Pretty robust defending.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. He looked rushed, he should have waited for some movement. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Ah, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Cruyff. He's got away.
That's good play from him.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, split-second reaction.
Bellingham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Cannavaro wins the duel this time. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Jordan Henderson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Pedri. Harrison makes the interception. That's a sharp pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Santos look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Van Dijk. Pass somewhat off target. Cruyff gets into a good position. Pedri. Now Neymar. Tchouaméni. Jordan Henderson. Pelé goes steaming forward. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Pedri, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has not gone well.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And he cuts out the supply. Pirlo. And it's Cruyff. Beckenbauer. Puskás can see things others simply cannot.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Zanetti knocks it into space. And it's Cruyff. Foot in. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's well spotted. Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Puskás. Zanetti demonstrating his defensive quality there. Santos are looking to break at pace. That is ended up in no man's land. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Cruyff bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And the counter is on. Cruyff quietly revving up. Pelé being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Inzaghi. Botafogo, still this single goal behind. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Pedri. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, we expected better, and so did he. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Botafogo really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. He gets big, and he hits the net. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Botafogo grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily...
Oh, he's been caught napping!
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry.
And he shoots! Goal! Botafogo! And the comeback is complete. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And this is Ronaldo. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Puskás. Now it's Pelé. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's away. And the shot! Botafogo have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. 75 minutes played. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Jordan Henderson.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And no, that was never going to make it.
Santos really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Neymar. Look at the space here. Oh, well played. Pirlo. Puskás. That is a great pick out. He has found the way through. Oh, look at the space here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And this is Ronaldo.
Santos really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He's having a go!
Substituição no time do Santos.
The message is simple, defend this with your lives.
Camisa 6. pronto para a entrada.
Oh, smashing header! No mistake! They have stolen level at the last! Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
So all square with... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
That's brilliant control, Peter, from an awkward height too. You know, it's great improvisation here.
Botafogo take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he can clear it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that will be the final act. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Botafogo leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Lamentamos informar que temos previsão de trânsito intenso após